Saying double again. Here we have Ray Pryor, a senior company manager from Telford in Shropshire, and his twin brother David, who's a chartered accountant from Leeds. David is just 20 minutes older than Ray, and despite them being twins, admits to actually having forgotten Ray's birthday on more than one occasion. Here's what they look like as kids. And, well, we're all going, And despite them both having changed just a little over the intervening years, Ray thinks that with the right coaching, he could still get David to impersonate him at work. A cunning plan. Do you like being twins?
Now I like being twins. I don't know about you, Dave.
Well, I like it very much today, actually.
But so far?
As a child, it had its problems.
In what way?
People called you twin, birthdays sometimes.
Well, you
they
wouldn't
give
get
you one
enough.
present between two.
Sharing presents was pants. It really was.
Sharing presents was pants.
It was, yeah. Especially if they were pants. Yeah.
But do you feel... yes, just the one pair of pants between two can't be much of a start in life, really. But also, you didn't like being... because mums and families do tend to dress twins in the same clothes, don't they? Or you all look the same.
Yeah,
you hated that?
I didn't really like that, and when I got a bit older, I tried to sort of buy my own clothes, and then he'd go and buy the same, so that didn't really work either.
But do you think there's a bond between you now? Or, I mean, was there always?
I think we always had a reasonable bond. I wouldn't say we were very, very close, but I always feel that David's there for me if I need him, and in a crisis, it's good to have a twin.
So have you got a joint plan?
Sort of.
Yes, we've talked about it, and we've agreed that if we don't agree, we take the money.
Good plan. Ray and David here are just 15 correct answers away from winning £1 million. To the two of them, they have 3 brand new lifelines to help them if they get stuck. They have 50-50, they can phone a friend, and of course they can ask this audience. OK, David, Ray, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This is it, question number 1. Which of these is a type of tree? Finland neat, Denmark tidy, Norway spruce, Sweden smart.
Norway spruce. Yep, that'll be Norway spruce.
That'll be Norway spruce. It's the right answer. You've got £100. Question number 2 for 200. Here it is. Which of these is associated with the law? Short leg, long arm, thin hand, fat foot.
Long arm.
Long arm, £200 is the right answer. Long arm of the law. Question number 3 for 300 quid. Here it comes. What name is given to a person who buys and sells goods or assets for others? Skinter, broker, bankrupter, hard upper.
Broker.
Broker.
It's the right answer. You've got £300. Be aware of those lifelines. There are no trick questions. This is question number 4, £500. At the 2002 Winter Olympics, Rona Martin and her team won a gold medal for Britain in which event? You're nodding happily. Skeleton bob, ice hockey, figure skating, curling.
Curling.
It's in unison. Curling. It's the right answer. You've got £500. Got £500. Question number 5 would guarantee you £1,000. Here it comes. Which boy's name can also be a verb meaning to persistently attack? Horace, Henry, Harry, Humphrey.
Harry.
Not Humphrey.
No. Nope.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000. Now you're happier.
Very happy.
Well played. I'm glad you came now. Better?
Much better.
There's a huge grin on your face. You're much better. OK, you got £1,000. You're 10 away from $1 million. You have all 3 lifelines intact. Question number 6 is for 2,000. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, Dave is nodding knowledgeably, hopefully, is part of the title of which famous comedy film? Part of the title of which famous comedy film? Some Like It Hot, Dr. Strangelove, There's Something About Mary, With Nail and I.
It's Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Definitely final answer, yes.
You're very confident. You're absolutely right. You got £2,000. Okay, question number 7 is for 4,000. You still haven't touched any lifelines. You got 50-50, phone a friend and ask this audience. Question number 7 is for 4,000. Here it is. Which of these was an 18th century born English dandy and friend to the Prince Regent? You're doing your nodding again, David, aren't you?
Yep.
What do you expect to come up on the screen? Or what are you
Beau
hoping?
Brummel.
Beau Brummel. Okay, see what happens. Beau James. Beau Bridges. Beau Jest.
Yes.
Beau Brummel.
Beau Brummel.
Beau Brummel.
Beau Brummel.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £4,000. I was waiting for Bone Idol. You got £4,000. Question number 8 is for 8,000. You still have all 3 lifelines. Have a look. In which county is the town of Royal Leamington Spa? Warwickshire, Lincolnshire, Hertfordshire, Gloucestershire.
That'll be Warwickshire.
Yes.
That'll be because you come from Telford then.
I drive through Leamington Spa occasionally, yes.
Final answer?
Final answer. Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £8,000. Question number 9 is for 16,000. You could lose 7,000 here. Have a look. It's question number 9 of a possible 15. Which children's TV programme was presented by the mother of pop star Sophie Ellis-Bextor? Play School, Blue Peter, Saturday Superstore, Magpie. Slow job, isn't it?
We'd like to ask the audience, please, Chris.
I thought you might. They'll be pleased. Okay. Right, audience, let's get David and Ray up to £16,000. This is the question. All on your keypads, please. Which children's TV programme was presented by the mother of pop star Sophie Ellis-Bextor? It's worth £16,000. All vote now.
I think that's fairly convincing, don't you?
Go for Blue Peter, don't you?
Well, I think we just have to trust these guys.
Well, you don't have to. You really don't have to.
This could be an expensive mistake.
I would always say 84% enough to go with the audience, Chris.
Risk it.
It's your call.
Go risk it.
Have you never heard of this at all?
Even if we go away with £1,000, that's £1,000 more than we came with.
It's
so-
true. It's true. Or
But
500 quid
that looks
each.
pretty convincing to me.
Yeah.
Okay, final answer.
Final answer.
It's absolutely the right answer. You got £16,000. Right, now listen, you've got 16,000, you still have 2 lifelines. It's a bit serious. Have a look. This is question number 10. Would guarantee you £32,000. Who wrote the music to the song Mac the Knife? Cole Porter, George Gershwin, Richard Rogers, Kurt Weill.
Okay, I'm not sure about this one.
I don't know this one.
I think maybe... I've got an idea, but let's go 50-50 and then I'll tell you what it is, okay?
All right, 50-50.
You want to go 50-50, Chris?
Okay, could be to take away 2 wrong answers, leave David and Ray the right answer and 1 remaining random wrong answer. Now, what's that done?
Well, I had a fairly strong idea that it was Kurt Weill, and I'm fairly sure it's not Richard Rogers.
Yeah. I thought it wasn't Richard Rogers. I had no idea who else it might be.
You
So
lose
we're gonna risk
15,000 if
it.
you're wrong.
Are
a
we
big drop if
prepared
you're
to
wrong.
risk
It's up to you.
15,000, or do we use our last lifeline?
Who would we ask for this one?
You've got a colleague who's good on music. Was it too late for him?
Mac the Knife. It's probably too early for him.
Even Andrea might know this one.
It's your call. You got 16,000. It's worth 32. Who wrote the music to the song Mac the Knife? Richard Rogers or Kurt Weill?
Let's go for it.
We'll go for Kurt Weill.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
Why were you so sure it wasn't Richard Rogers?
Not his sort of music.
I was fairly sure it was Kurt Weill anyway.
It's the right answer. You got £32,000. Your confidence was definitely waning a bit there, wasn't it? Certainly David's was. Right, now listen, this is great. You've got this amount of money to take back home to your families, or possibly never see your families again. You've got £32,000. Do you want to take it?
I think
It's in your name.
Take that, yes,
Okay.
please. Thank you very much.
Right, you still have a phone a friend. Okay, whatever happens, you go
Nice
home with
to
that. You still have a phone a friend. You've got £32,000 guaranteed. The good news is that both of you go home with at least £16,000. At least. You still have a lifeline. You got good phone a friends?
You think so? Yep.
Yes.
We'll find out in a minute. Well, we may not need to. Have a look. Question number 11, you might as well play this. You can't lose on it. You're guaranteed £32,000 between the two of you. It's worth £64,000. You're 5 away from $1 million. Here it comes. Which of these is a book of the New Testament? Why are you laughing? Because you're not very religious men.
I used to be a clergyman.
Well, when I say not very religious, you're not as religious as you used to be in the old days when you were a clergyman. Right.
If he doesn't get this right, he's in trouble.
I'm not going to use a lifeline for this one.
Which of these is a book of the New Testament? You should know this, Ray. Jeremiah. Job. Jonah. Jude.
That'll be Jude, Chris.
Are you sure?
Totally.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You've just won £64,000. Thank you. Well played. You're 4 away from $1 million. This is question number 12 of a possible 15. A daguerreotype is an early example of what? Car, photograph, fountain pen, television.
That'll be a photograph, Chris.
Yep.
I can tell you both very certain when it came up. What sort of photo?
Well, so these old ones with silver halide on the metal, I think.
Final answer.
Very old photo.
Yeah,
Quite
very
happy on
old.
both agreeing on your final answer.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the right answer. You got £125,000. Fantastic. And Ray, it's in your name because you made the call.
I'm glad I made that call.
I bet David is as well. There you are. That's yours. You still have one lifeline. Take it.
I'd hold on to it for the moment at least,
Okay.
anyway.
We don't want to give you that. We'd like to give you a bigger one, but you've got £125,000 at this moment. You still have one lifeline. You've still got to phone a friend. Question number 13 is worth £250,000. If you give me a wrong answer, you lose £93,000. You're guaranteed £32,000. Have a look. This is question number 13 of a possible 15. It's for £250,000. Who was Queen Victoria's father? William IV, George IV, Edward, Duke of Kent, Leopold, Duke of Albany.
Nikki will know this one. If we're not certain, we should ask her.
Okay, let's ring Nikki.
I'll phone a friend.
To be any idea.
Okay, now who are you going to phone?
My wife, Nikki.
No pressure on your wife, then.
Just a little.
What,
She'll get a present if...
She'll get a present. It's £250,000. She'll get a present. Box of
We're
chocolates.
fairly sure it's one of two.
Out of interest, tell me which.
It's either Edward, Duke of Kent, or Leopold, Duke of Albany, because William IV was her uncle.
Right.
Wait a second. That's right, yes.
David, are you going to talk to him?
Hello?
Nikki?
Yes.
Hi, it's Chris Tarrant here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Goodness me. Hello,
Goodness
Chris. How are
me.
you?
Well, you know when David went wandering off to London, what do you think he was doing?
Oh,
They're doing rather well.
good.
Do you want me to tell you how well?
No, thank you.
Do you want me to tell her how well, David, or not?
Not if she doesn't want to know.
No.
Okay, they're doing fine.
Right, you just crack on.
Okay, I'll just crack on. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for being so reasonable. It's more David, actually. Next voice you hear will be David, your husband.
Yes.
You remember him. 30 seconds to tell her the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of these is the right answer. All right, Nikki?
Right.
Okay, David, lots of luck. Your time starts now.
Hi, darling. Who was Queen Victoria's father? William IV, George IV, Edward, Duke of Kent, Leopold, Duke of Albany.
Edward, Duke of Kent. Run me through again.
William IV, George IV, Edward, Duke of Kent, or Leopold, Duke of Albany? Queen Victoria's dad.
Edward, Duke of Kent.
How sure? 7 seconds.
Pretty sure.
Percentage?
George IV. No.
Oh. Oh. How is your marriage?
It's about to become very rocky, possibly.
It's your call.
What do you think, Ray?
It's entirely your choice. You've got £125,000 at this moment. She sounded quite confident, but it's your call.
Well, it's either that one or Leopold, Duke of Albany. But
She's pretty...
I don't think
clear
it's,
of it.
I think she's probably
Yeah,
right.
I think we'll go for it, don't you?
Okay,
Sorry.
if we go down, we go down. We
Yeah.
came with nothing, so we'll back Nikki's judgment and we'll go with Edward, Duke of Kent.
And I will forgive her if she's wrong.
And so will I. Probably.
You're going to play.
We're going to
Yes.
play Edward, Duke of Kent.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Why did you choose Nikki out of interest, apart from the fact that she's white?
She is extremely good at history.
She is very good at history. She's just won you £250,000.
No more risk. No more risk. If we're not certain, we'll take them on.
Fantastic. She's very, very, very good at history.
She'll die when you tell you how much.
Right.
Much.
Thanks to Nikki. You got this. Sadly, it's not written out in your name, David.
He'll get some of it.
So Nikki should have most of it, yeah. Take it. It's
Yes,
very nice. I think you'll
definitely,
like
definitely.
that. £250,000. When you made the call, Ray, what did you sort of think? If it really went well,
Yep.
what do you think? Might get...
I thought if it went well, we could get up to 64.
What do you have?
After that, it really is the luck of the draw, what questions you get.
Well, you've got 13 out of 13 right. You've got no more lifelines, but at this moment, you've got £250,000. You are 2 away from £1 million. If you go for the next question, you do not have to play the next question. You can walk away with that cheque for £250,000. If you go for the next question and give me a wrong answer, you lose £218,000. Okay, it's a sobering thought.
Very serious money.
Yeah, but question number 14, if you do go for it and give me the right answer, you have to both agree on your final answer. It's worth £500,000, £500,000. You're 2 away from £1 million. This is question number 14. The wife of which US president had a maiden name the same as her husband's surname? Richard M. Nixon, Lyndon B. Johnson, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
I think it's Johnson, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I thought it was Johnson too, but I'm not sure, and it's too much money to risk.
Take your time and take as long as you need.
We both think it might be Johnson, but
We're not sure.
it's too much money to risk, I think. You think, well, she
I
was
think so.
Lady Bird Johnson, wasn't she?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that was her maiden name. I think we have to take the money.
Take as
Dave.
long as you need. It's worth £500,000. You've got £250,000 at the moment. It's worth £500,000.
We're not sure enough, are we?
I don't think we are.
Nope. We'll take the money.
probably
Thank you
kick
very
us out.
much, Chris.
Final answer, you can take the money?
Final answer, Chris.
Yes, final answer.
Okay, give them a big hand. They go away. £250,000 better off. You want to know, don't you?
Yes.
You do want to know, don't you? You would have gone for Lyndon B. Johnson, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you'd done that, you'd no longer be sitting there with that cheque. I'd have torn it up and I would have replaced it with a cheque for £32,000. The right answer was Franklin D. Roosevelt. David and Ray leave us £250,000 better off.